So I've been told these cheese pumpkins are the best pies for pumpkin, and that they're better than these sugar pumpkins, which are fairly typical pie pumpkins. So I'm going to do a scientific experiment. Sadly, I will have to measure, because I have to keep everything consistent and make the exact same pie, but just with different pumpkins. Alright. Cut my hand off. Done. These are like kind of like a mix between a cantaloupe and a pumpkin, so they're really amazing. Keeping all the seeds, of course. Everything just smells like pumpkin. The whole world is a pumpkin. The world is a pumpkin. That's the way. Pumpkin 1 in the oven. Alright, pumpkin number 1, all done roasting. Time for pumpkin number 2. Ooh, no space. Tiny vegan counter. Putting you on the chopping block, man. Alright, pumpkin number 2. Going into the oven shadow. Make that pumpkin puree. Pumpkin 1. Alright, I can never make 2 identical pie crusts, so the only way I'm going to be able to do this is just to make 1 big pie crust. So, coconut oil, flour. I'm going to throw in some ground flax seeds for S's and G's, and then cold water. Alright, so I got a big bowl of flour and some salt. I'm going to add a bunch of coconut oil to it. The key to the coconut oil is it's got to be in this sort of like halfway state. Mine was totally liquid. I put it in the freezer, so it's actually kind of pulpier rather than like if I did it slowly, it wouldn't have come out as pulpy, but I think it's going to be fine. Hey, when has anything ever come out bad for me? And there's a lot of this because it's, you know, it's a pie crust, so like oil, you know. Cool, and you just want to clump it around so it gets all clumpy. That's what you're looking for. Now we're going to add in a little bit of ice cold water, do a little bit at a time. This wasn't in the recipe, but I'm just going to add in some flaxseed meal because I like flaxseed meal. Flour the surface that you're going to put the stuff on so that it doesn't stick. Got my roly-poly pin. I'm going to take a bunch of this out, which hopefully isn't going to fall apart on me. And I'm going to put it on there, and I'm just going to start rolling. And this is coming out awful. This is completely falling apart. I don't know how to make a pie crust. Alright, that was interesting. It's going to continue to be interesting. Alright, I want to get this into here. Alright, I'm just going to kind of piece this crust together this way, and hopefully it'll turn out alright. Ta-da! Lumpy! Alright, let's fail again. Why am I even pretending? Yeah, that was pretty good. That was like one big piece. Pie crust is done. Lesson learned. When it comes to making pie crust, you actually need to measure. Pie number 1. So much measuring. Alright, pumpkin, done. Quarter cup of maple syrup. Quarter cup of brown sugar. Or a teaspoon of molasses. Coconut oil. 1, 2. Pumpkin spice. I'm going to bump that up to 2 tablespoons because I like pumpkin spice a lot. Putting this in a container that I can scoop it out of. For science! My sister's going to watch this and be so upset. Oh, I have to measure salt. When was the last time I measured salt? I don't know. And 1/3 of a cup of almond milk. Okay, there's no vanilla extract in this recipe and I refuse to believe that. So, I am putting in a half teaspoon of vanilla extract. Blend it up. Cool. Pumpkin pie. Fill the pie crust. I need a rubber spatula. Ta-da! Alright, now I'm going to need some kind of signifier to mark this, so I'm going to put a dollop of crust in the middle. Oven at 350. Let's pop this puppy in the oven. Pumpkin pie. They're going into the oven shot. Set the timer for 60 minutes. Boop. Then do the whole thing again. In case I forget, it's on the record that the one with the crust in the middle is the cheese pumpkin. 1 pie out. Ooh, that looks good. And the next pie in. Boom. Going into that oven shot. I'm going to be on a cooking video right now. So I was trying to do science. Yeah, so I made 2 pies. I had to measure everything, which was really challenging.
I can see how that would be hard for you.
I'm going to have people taste them, but I'm not going to tell them which is which. So it'll be like...
That's
Yeah, so I was thinking, you know, science.
Tell me about what you did.
I got 2 pumpkins. One of them's like, apparently everyone's like, this is the best pie pumpkin. And I was like, let's see if that's true. And then I looked up a recipe. I tweaked it a little bit, but I tweaked it the same for both because science.
Okay. So what kind of replication do you have in your experiment?
Well, this is an initial, someone else can see if they can repeat.
Okay, this is like a pilot study.
Yeah, and my hypothesis was that the cheese won because everyone says it's the best. So
Okay, so you're going to do some kind of Bayesian statistical analysis where you take in the prior knowledge of what other people said the better pie would be?
Yes. Yeah, that was my gathering data and forming a hypothesis. I probably should have used weight instead of volume.
Well, right. I mean, so you always have to make a decision about how you're gonna measure things. But I mean, as long as it's a consistent method, that's fine.
Well, I just don't know how consistent pulling sugar out with a tablespoon and then shaking it level.
Oh, no, I think that's fine. I think your biggest problem would be that the difference between the 2 pumpkins might be the water content.
So I tried to make the puree the same consistency, and I didn't measure how much water I added each of them. I just added water until they were similar consistencies.
Okay, that's a good way to do it. That sounds acceptable.
Okay, I'm glad.
Explain it in your method section.
So this is being published in the form of a food vlog. I guess I could put the methods in the description of the video.
Yes, I think you should do a real write-up. I want to see a method section. So that people know exactly what you did, so that they can replicate it.
Okay. Well, I'll have a link to the recipe that I used. Does that count?
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And I'll also write in how I tweaked it.
There you go. That sounds good.
Red ink. Okay. You tell me which pie you thought was better.
I liked the second pie, the one with the piece on top.
I like the big one too.
After tasting both pies, I have to say my favorite was through this. It won 52 electoral votes, and it's only 1 cent.
What happened to the other 500 electoral votes?
This one's better. I don't have Wolf Blitzer's ability to hype up an announcement.
Yeah.
Everything tastes like pumpkin spice. I'm not done with my testimony. I have had my fair share of pumpkin spice for the rest of the fall.
So which one did you prefer?
The pumpkin spice one.
Spencer, you're about at home.
All right, that's a point for Gary Johnson.
I prefer this one. It's slightly sweeter, just slightly. The spice is not as harsh.
Something's missing. I don't know what
So this one's better?
Something missing. I don't know what is that.
And this is too strong.
Yeah.
So there's too much spice.
Yeah.
Either way, there's too much spice.
Yeah. Pumpkin white. I like this one.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
I preferred this one.
So then I took polls from my party guests, and they told me which one they liked best. One of them got all the votes except one. So there's one person who preferred the other pie. But
how many people did you have?
6 people voted.
6 people. Okay.
So replication is obviously going to be important because it's a very small sample size.
Yeah, I mean, you probably also don't have a very representative population. This might be the favorite pie amongst people in their mid-20s who live in some part of New York who are weird in some way because they're friends with Spencer.
I should probably use several of the different pies because there might be inconsistency even of the same breed of pumpkin, inconsistency from pumpkin to pumpkin.
Exactly, yeah. So that's the replication I think is critical, is that you need to get at least 3 to 5 of each of the different types of pumpkins and make 3 to 5 pies from each of them.
Okay. And then get
and
more
you also
than...
have to take into account that, maybe... you're only studying 2 pumpkins, so I would think you would want to study some more pumpkins. So I think you're looking at making at least 50 to 100 pies. You're going to need to get some more friends.
You have an experiment where you're just giving away pie. I think you could get volunteers.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like the Pepsi challenge, except pumpkin pie.
Well, and here's the other question. Did you ask people which one they liked better, or did you have them say, do you like this pie or not, for both of the pies?
I think I asked a different question for each person. Crap, that's inconsistency.
Yeah, you gotta come up with your survey protocol.
Survey protocol. It was a dinner party.
Okay.
Sorry, Emily's showing me a video. There's a hamster eating a carrot. She can't. Well, I really appreciate you critiquing my science.
No problem, anytime.
There you have it, folks. If you're getting a pie to make a pumpkin, make sure you get a cheese pumpkin, not your typical sugar pumpkin.